fights on here that I think we could get some finishes in. I think there's going to be some interesting outcomes. Doesn't mean that it's going to be an exciting night or anything like that. But yeah, it's a card that doesn't really have any matches that we're that excited for. Kind of all the way throughout the card. So I think it's going to be a bit of a chill evening. It's going to be an evening where we can kind of sit back and just really enjoy whatever it is we're about to see. I've been watching the prelims. Prelims have been pretty decent. And I am obviously looking forward to the show. But yeah, this is maybe the weakest card of the year. So this is UFC Mexico City. And obviously we've got Rodriguez against Stevens. That is our main event for tonight. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. But there really isn't much else on this card. Although, saying that, Askarov, I think, is a very interesting looking fighter. And he goes against Moreno tonight. So we've got Moreno against Askarov. I'm very much looking forward to seeing Askarov in his UFC debut. And it could be quite a good showing for him tonight. Aldana is fighting as well, and she is heavy favourite. So we've got that to look forward to as well. So, yeah, very cool. Hello to everyone that is here in the chat. Hello to Logan McCall. What's that? Hello, my friend. Hope you are well. Hello, Mohammed Amir Hamza. Hope you are well. Days, can you give me a name for my wrestling roster? Ooh, well, maybe the chat can do that. Let's see what the chat comes up with. If anyone in the chat can help, what name can you give to Jacob for his wrestling roster? Can you give a shout out to Logan Smith? Absolutely, shout out to Logan Smith. Shout out to Laser Wolf as well, who I saw was the first person here earlier. So shout out to you, my friend. Very much appreciate it. Wrestle with Andy. Hope you are well. Big Paul Craig for the win for Scotland. Is that a Scottish flag? Is that a little Scottish flag emoji? Very cool. I was wondering if you would stream UFC tonight. Yeah, we do it every week. We do. I know it's not the most exciting card, but I always watch it anyway. I'm a UFC fan, and I always watch the shows. So it always makes sense just to stream it as well. And I certainly know there's a fair few of you out there that will be watching regardless. Yeah, just as I said, it's going to be a bit of a chill evening. It's not really one where it's like, oh guys, we've got to watch this fight. It's just kind of, I'm just here for the next few hours, talk to you guys, watch the show, see what unfolds, and it is what it is. Hey Days, 20th birthday shout out to you, Logan Nero. JIW, the Jacob International Wrestling. I like that. Good suggestion from Chalmers there. JIW. The Buffett Bros. The Inevitables. I like that. Good, Chalmers. I'll go with that. Yeah, JIW. I think that's a winner. Days, do you play UFC 3? I don't. Do you know, I've never played any of the UFC games. I would just be awful. I don't really play the wrestling games because I would be awful at those as well. So, yeah, I kind of tend to give them a bit of a pass. Although I am interested in giving 2K20 a go. Although I say that every year with the wrestling games. And I could be tempted to give the UFC game a go. Maybe that's something I could buy, try, and stream, and we could just see what the outcome was like. It would be awful. I already know. It would be awful. We've got Bisping at ringside tonight, of course. And, that is going to be a big factor. Before we start, answering questions, doing a bit of a chat, they are 7,382 feet above sea level. At that kind of altitude, you will get tired quick. Like, the oxygen is going to be a little bit thinner. And so, yeah, the more the rounds go on, the more it's going to take out of you. So that is a big big factor tonight. You would think that the Mexican fighters, if they've been training in Mexico City, will be maybe a little bit more used to it, so they could have the advantage. Certainly Rodriguez could have the advantage in the main event tonight when he takes on Stevens. And actually, that's why I went for Rodriguez. I really feel like that altitude is going to play a big part. Hey guys, it's Balor Days. Just watched a great video. Days, how are you doing? It's fun to watch the stream with you. Hello, Gabe. Thank you very much, my friend. Really appreciate the support. Balor Day. What video is that from? That's probably like from a Finn Balor review video or something. I can't remember ever saying it, but I absolutely believe that I did. Shout out to Dean Winchester. Shout out to Cole Taylor. Hello to Jason29. Hello to Tall Paul 2000 Gaming Channel. UFC and WWE 2K19 are really fun. Okay, Shay. Okay. I could be tempted. I am tempted. I'm certainly tempted to get 2K20. The problem I've got is that I will always play one match. Maybe do a Royal Rumble or whatever. And then I just get bored. Like, the settings are too detailed. And, you know, the whole creator wrestler, it's so detailed that it actually puts me off. I would much rather it be a lot simpler than what it is. Like, I don't need a degree in engineering just to play a computer game. I just want to pick it up and play. But, like, all the controls are so advanced now. And I don't even know where to start. So I end up not starting. That's my problem. Shout out to KJ. Shout out to Silent Ray. Hello to Matrois versus Charlie Price, WWE Championship. Predictions for the Premier League. That's an out there question. Predictions for the Premier League. I am a Man United fan. So it's not the best time for me because we're not winning. And also, I have to choose. Do I want Liverpool or do I want Man City? Like the two teams that I really don't want to win the league. But I will go. I can't pick Liverpool, so I will go with Man City. I think Man City will win the league. They actually won 8-0 earlier today. I was watching the scores coming through earlier. They were 5-0 up by 18 minutes. After 18 minutes, they'd scored 5 goals. Absolutely incredible. Fastest anyone has scored 5 goals in the Premiership, I believe. So, yeah, really interesting stuff watching the football today. And I'm going to go with Man City, actually. I might even put a little bit of money on it as well because I think Liverpool are favourites at the moment. What do you think Mattel will do for Elite 100? I think they will do what they did for Basic 100. I think you will get some slightly special packaging. You will get all legends. And, yeah, I think they would just copy Basic 100, but obviously with elite articulation and things along those lines. Right, we are building towards our first match, by the way. Our first contest. We are building towards Bravo versus Peterson. This is a featherweight fight. Bravo has... I looked at their records earlier. Bravo has won 11, lost 2. Peterson has won 17, lost 9. Bravo is probably the better boxer, but Peterson is definitely better on the ground. The thing is that Peterson has still got good boxing skills, so he can get finishes on his feet or on the ground. Yeah, Peterson for me is definitely the person that I'm watching here, and he is the person that I've gone with. He's got... I do love it. He's got a massive Superman logo right there. He reminds me a little bit of Braun Strowman, who I think has got a little one right here. Peterson's gone to that next level and actually got the proper one, like, right on the chest. So for that reason alone, I'm going with Peterson. Price, can you give a shout out? I definitely can. Shout out to Charlie Price. Shay saying, here we go, first fight. It is first fight. I'm always happy to talk about anything and everything until that first bell sounds. And then when that first bell sounds, then I do focus on the fight. And then, of course, as soon as it's finished, we can talk about anything and everything again. I would actually like at some point to talk about The Fiend in WWE. I'd like to talk about Bray Wyatt because that really, really bothered me. Really bothered me. And I will talk about that in a bit. Sasha Banks in the UFC. She would get absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Man City went crazy. They absolutely did. Chelsea for top 4. I don't want that because obviously I want Man United, and I feel like it's definitely going to be Man City. I think it'll definitely be Liverpool, and well, I don't know. I mean, Tottenham aren't that great at the moment. I feel like Arsenal could definitely get in there. So I feel like Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and then it's between Man United, Tottenham, Chelsea for 4th. Heel Rodriguez. Days, in my roster, I'm going to put wrestlers. I meant like CM Punk, Ryback, Christian, Finn Balor, the Dudley Boys, Mankind, Jake the Snake, and Enzo Amore. Some good wrestlers there. Have you got any UFC figures? I haven't, but do you know how close I have come on so many different occasions to buying the Royce Gracie figure? I actually, for the first time today, it's funny you should ask this, but honestly, for the first time today, I saw a Royce Gracie Dan 7 double pack. You got both figures, and you got a little bit of UFC cage as well, because I think you can build an octagon. So you get a little bit of an octagon. You get 2 fighters, 2 amazing fighters. Royce Gracie, for me, like, just the man. I mean, just was UFC in the early days. He just was. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame, and yeah, an absolute legend. And then Dan 7, who was NWA champion, was a wrestling champion, a pro wrestling champion. So yeah, that just looked like a killer double pack. And to make things even crazier, I should buy this actually. I really should buy it. It's signed. It's signed by both of them. How much was it? You guys now might have just convinced me to buy this thing that I saw earlier. Royce Gracie, Dan 7. Let's go over to it. Let's go. It was on eBay. Gracie and 7 figures. Okay. I'll have a look. As soon as I find it, I will... that's why I didn't buy it. It's $180. $180 is the price. It is... Let me see if I can find a picture. There we go. It's that one there. I mean, I don't think this is going to focus very well. Is it? Okay. Well, you kind of get what... You can kind of see what it looks like. If I scroll across, there's both of the guys. In the white is Gracie, and then Dan 7 is the figure next to it. And as you can see, the box is signed. And yeah, awesome. Absolutely awesome. But yeah, $180. That's why I didn't buy it. Right, we're almost ready to rumble. We've got Bravo and Peterson in there. Yowie wowie. Hello, Christopher Rogers. Hope you are well. Just doing the intros at the moment. This is in Mexico. This is UFC Mexico City. Steven Peterson, who is a -105 underdog, fighting out of Dallas, Texas. 17 wins, 9 defeats. He is my pick to win this. Although, honestly, it's not the easiest card to predict because there's a lot of close fights, and yeah, there's a lot of uninspiring fights that just not really that bothered by. Bravo is the favourite here, and for me, he is the better boxer. He's 12-2, so won 12, lost 2, and he is -125 favourite. So he is the Mexican fighter. He might be better acclimatized. As we said, they are over 7,000 feet above sea level. And that is quite an important factor because if you're not used to it, you are going to get tired quick. Right, crowd are certainly up for this. Herb Dean is there. Let's get ready. Round number 1. Okay, we are underway. Both guys go charging in. Bravo with a front leg kick, kind of swing and a miss. I didn't know they made a snake in a bag. A fake, yes, for Jake the Snake, they did. And it's awesome as well. Someone kindly brought it along to a wrestling shop live for me to look at. I never knew they'd made it until a few years ago. Okay, both guys in the center. Just kind of feeling their way through. Peterson getting some nice combinations off. A couple of rights and lefts with a head kick. Shot inside leg kick as well from Peterson. Shot to the body. Kick to the body. Takedown by Bravo. But Peterson has got a guillotine on. But Bravo very easily out. And now Peterson finds himself on his back. Firing elbows off onto Bravo's head. Peterson kind of kicking out. Getting back up to his feet. Nice kick to the bodies by Peterson. Let's see if I can bring up the statistics. So we can see where we are with total strikes, significant strikes, all of that good stuff. Heydays from Australia. Hello to W. Some nice strikes coming in from Bravo. No, spinning, nice spinning kicks as well coming in. Peterson is a little bit on the outside now. A little bit on the retreat. Right, let's bring up these statistics. Okay, so Bravo. Oh, down goes Peterson. Peterson on his back, though. Bravo definitely starting to go through the motions. Peterson on the back foot. See a little bit of swelling, a little bit of redness coming to the face of Peterson where he keeps getting caught. And Bravo is just all over Peterson here. Bravo does have that, oh, nice reply. Big right hand from Peterson. I went with Peterson on this because I thought he would be able to get Bravo down and then do the damage on the ground. If they're going to stay standing, Bravo is going to get the better. He's probably the better boxer. He keeps coming forward. Bravo is a pressure fighter, putting that pressure onto Peterson. Peterson not dealing with that pressure very well. Just over 2 minutes on the clock. And it is all Bravo. Bravo, 33 significant strikes. Peterson, 21. Peterson, as I said, the redness coming in on his face now. Going for a single leg takedown, Bravo. He's grabbed the leg. He's got Peterson driven up against the side of the cage. Some lovely jabs coming off for Bravo. Just doing very simple work at the moment. But getting results. Kick, body kick. Nice. Tagging him. Overhand right. Peterson backs off again. 1 minute 30 on the clock. All Bravo. Big smile on Bravo's face as well. He knows this is going his way. Certainly going to be his round. He's got that takedown as well. Peterson's still in this fight, though. Don't count out Peterson. He does keep firing off some interesting shots. Does keep tagging him. Minute to go. All Bravo. Fires off. Doesn't really connect with those shots, though. Back into the centre. Peterson stepping forward. Left-hand jab. Both guys firing off that left-hand jab. Trying to fire off the right that can follow after. Couple of quick left-hand jabs by Peterson there. Peterson starting to get a few combos together. But Bravo firing back. Bravo Fighting fire with fire. 45 significant strikes from Bravo. Less than 30 seconds on the clock now. Peterson starting to come forward a little bit, but Bravo sensing that danger. Fires off a little bit of a combo. Few shots to the body. Inside leg kick as well. Looking for a head kick by Bravo. Doesn't connect. Swing and a miss. Peterson coming forward now with a few rights and lefts. And a kick to the body. I think that's going to be pretty much it for this round. And for me, Bravo was taking the fight to Peterson. We got the takedown as well. So that for me is a Bravo round. Days, I'm back. I'm a City fan. We won 8-0 today. I saw, my friend. I did see. I was watching Sky Sports as they were going through the results as they were coming through. And I couldn't believe it. When you were 5-0 after 18 minutes, it was incredible. I've got Bravo winning, says Shay. Gabe says Bravo got knocked out bad in his last fight. It was a crazy knockout. I can't remember. To tell the truth. But I definitely believe you. And I don't know. There was just something about this. The fight isn't going the way I expected. I thought Peterson would be able to get Bravo down and do the damage on the ground, because Peterson is definitely better on the ground than Bravo. But Bravo is better if they're going to stand and throw. And honestly, Peterson can't really afford another round like he just had. So hopefully he's going to learn and he's going to get him down in this round. Right, we are going to round number 2 now. We are underway. Change this graphic over because we are going over to the second round. Yeah, Bravo right back where we left off. And Bravo, 18 seconds in, gets a second takedown. Bravo just getting way more success here. The thing is, though, I was going to say, that's going to allow Peterson in. If you're going to take him down, it's going to look good on a scorecard, but you've got to do something with it because Peterson, I think, is the better on the ground. They pop straight back up, though. Both guys back up to their feet. Bravo, again, looking for another takedown. Just ticking over that scorecard. I mean, at the moment, 58 significant strikes to 41 and 2 takedowns to 0. Plus, also, he has been on the front foot for the majority of the fight. So, everything going Bravo's way at the moment. Peterson, though, is starting to come back into this. He's definitely still in this fight. Standing his ground. Hi to Cindy. You bought Tarman, Christopher. No way. Oh! He's knocked him out! Peterson! Out of nowhere! Wow! Completely against the grade! Look at that! Flatlined! Absolute flatlined. I was thinking about Tarman then, and then out of nowhere, I think it was a spinning back fist. Let's have a look at it here. Comes forward. It is, you know. Right on the button. Comes forward with a big left hand, and then spins round with the right. Right on the money. That was sick. Oh, look at the replay. Bravo goes down. Bang! It's a bit like a hammer. It's a big hammer that comes swinging round. Right on the button, baby. Yes. He was behind in that fight as well. He was well behind. But Peterson gets the victory. We are 1 for 1. Oh, yeah. This feels good. I don't know what it's like to get predictions correct. This is crazy territory for me. But there we go. We have got a winner. Peterson, what a fantastic moment. This is what I was saying, you know, it's not the hottest card, right? So I can understand why a lot of people are skipping this one. I've certainly seen a lot of people online saying they're not going to really bother with tonight. But you just never know what's going to happen. You never, ever know. That was great. That was great. Right, we are 1-0 as well. 1-0. We got one right. This is huge. This is huge for this channel. Shay saying, my God, out of nowhere. It was like Randy Orton-esque. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Can't say Mexico City looks beautiful. They're showing us a picture here and, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. He's still down, you know. Bravo's still down. Peterson goes over, checks on him. Shout out to Jay's World of Wrestling's dad. Mr. B says, I'm at Area 51. Very cool, dude. Tell them aliens I say hello. Peterson with the victory. Bisping in there with Peterson. Shout out to The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. You are a winner! Oh my God, first match of the night, and Days has got it right. Chalmers, I know. I'm more concerned than you are, believe me. I am more in shock than you are. It's a big night for me. This might be the biggest night in the channel's history. I tell you what, it's worth saying at this point, we have never got every prediction correct. Is that tonight? Equally, we've never got every prediction wrong. That's not tonight because so far, first fight down, first prediction in. Peterson, 7th spinning back fist knockout in UFC history. Only the 7th spinning back fist knockout. We've seen some very, very special there. Very, very special. Very, very cool. Austin Green, shout out to you. Shout out to Chloe. That will forever be known as the Tarman knockout. It will. The Tarman knockout. Hashtag I was there for hashtag Tarman knockout. Yeah, I can't believe you bought that, dude. I mean, it's amazing that you did, and it's a great figure. As I said, you know, I think I gave it like 7.75 out of 10 or something. Like, the detail on the face and the top part of the body is really cool. Plus, you get the little diorama stand. It's a cool figure. The only downside is the bottom part, which, as I said, Cain Velasquez is there! No way! And he's in his, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, Cain. He had his wrestling mask on. Of course, Cain Velasquez wrestles for AAA, which is a wrestling promotion in, I can't believe it, Cain Velasquez! Cain Velasquez in the crowd, and he had his wrestling, this is what I'm saying. Tonight is special, my friends. Not only have we seen the 7th spinning back fist knockout in UFC history, Cain Velasquez in the crowd. And the thing is, Cain Velasquez is either going to go to WWE or AEW. Like, at the moment, he's weighing up his options. I really want him in WWE. Cain Velasquez, for those of you that don't know, knocked out, beat Brock Lesnar, defeated Brock Lesnar. If ever you've looked at Brock Lesnar, if ever you've studied his face, like I'm sure you have, you will see that he's got a scar. Brock Lesnar has got a scar. That scar came from the hands of Cain Velasquez. He damaged Brock Lesnar. He beat Brock Lesnar. He damaged Brock Lesnar. The guy is legit. He's just chilling in the crowd tonight as well. So yeah, very, very cool. He's in something special with that spinning back fist. But yeah, I'd love for him when he's finished doing his wrestling in Mexico for AAA. AAA, not Triple H. Then I hope he goes to WWE. But I think he was singing the praises of AEW, so he might be going that way. First thing I did was go watch the movie. Then I was like, I've got to have it. My wife loved the horror figure display. Very cool, dude. Very, very cool. You'll have to let me, did you enjoy the movie? Let me know. Who is your favourite UFC wrestler? Do they have to be a wrestler? Because I would say Khabib is probably my favourite wrestler. His grappling is just next level. Absolutely incredible. Same as Cormier. Cormier, fantastic wrestler as well. But UFC fighter, he's actually on the screen right now. He is the interim UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya. I cannot wait. I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am for that show. I think UFC 243, which is early October, cannot wait. I cannot wait. Israel Adesanya is my guy. The last style bender. So, Whitaker versus Adesanya for the World Middleweight Championship. October 5th. When is that? That's literally like, 2 weeks away? 2 weeks today. 2 weeks. Huge. Absolutely huge. I cannot wait. They're just showing us, Australia looks stunning. Look at these pictures, these images. Expected to be the most attended event in Australian New Zealand combat sports history. Same venue as Rousey versus Home, which was the most attended event in UFC history. It's at the Marvel Stadium in Melbourne, Australia. 40,000 tickets have already been sold. How incredible is that? It's going to have such a different feel. So used to them being in these arenas that can hold 18, 20,000. This is going to have 40,000 people there. 40,000? Well, we don't even know. How many more? It's a 56,000 seat stadium. Right, Aldana has got 7 first round finishes. Not the best record though, 10-5. But I do fancy her to get the victory tonight. It was awesome. The Tar Man was gruesome. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the film actually, Return of the Living Dead. But I did enjoy it when I did watch it many, many years ago. And Tar Man is like one of those cult characters. I just had to have it in the collection. And I can't believe you picked it up, dude. Very, very cool. Dare say WW like Sheamus. Days say WW. I can't do a very good Sheamus accent. Tony Ferguson, the type of guy that used to like to start a fire at a campfire. I do love Tony Ferguson as well. Tony Ferguson is right up there. They're the two. They're the two. My two favourites. Tony Ferguson, Israel Adesanya. I'm really hoping for Ferguson against Khabib. I don't think it's been confirmed yet. Has he? Has Ferguson accepted that fight? I haven't seen it confirmed yet. But I'm desperate for that fight. Conor McGregor. It's not been a good year, has it? It's not been a good couple of years. I didn't mind him losing to Floyd. It was what it was. I think the loss to Khabib hurt him because he talked a lot of trash. He had to back it up and get the job done, and he couldn't. So I think that was hurtful. And then obviously, just the start. Punching the old man, not the best PR move, is it? For McGregor. So it's really not been a good time for Conor McGregor. Tony Ferguson versus Conor McGregor. Hello, Bray Wyatt fan. Hope you are well. Shout out to WWE lover Days Jr. 13. Shout out to you, dude. Hello, yes, Anthony Smith, shout out to you. Can you give me a shout out to Benjamin? Shout out to Benjamin. Right, we are, I think, about to go to the second fight, which is going to see Aldana versus Melo. Now, this actually was a fight that was put together lastminute.com. Right, let's jot this down. Aldana versus Melo. I don't know much about Vanessa Melo or Melo. What I can tell you is that Aldana is minus 500, whereas Melo is plus 400. And for those of you that don't know about the betting odds, you want to be minus. You're the favourite. Then if you are minus, I think it means if you want to win £100, you have to bet £500 or something like that. I gotta be honest, even though I'm not 100% clear how it works, I think it is something like that. If you want to win 100, you have to bet. No, I don't know. We do it different in the UK. We do it different. We do things like 2-1, 5-1, 5-2, things like that. Whereas in America, it's done differently. And I never bet on UFC fights because they're so unpredictable. I would lose too much money. It's not worth it. But saying that, I would have bet on this one. And I would have put it on Aldana. I would have gone with Aldana because this Melo, she is a last-minute replacement. She only got brought in 2 weeks in advance. And she only flew into Mexico City the other day. She is not going to be used to this altitude. She is not going to be used to fighting 7,000 feet above sea level. So, yeah, really, I think this is going to be a really straightforward fight, a straightforward win for Irene Aldana. McGregor's troubles began when he had a kid. Good point. I mean, they did. My wife wants the Norman Bates figure. Well, I tell you what, I will try to review that very, very soon. I'll try and make that one of the next ones that I do. Because I am trying to work my way through all of them. So I can happily do that one next so that you can see it in a little more detail. The great thing about those ones is that you do get the movie Maniacs come with like a stand. And then you get the film poster. And the stands are quite big as well. Like, they're about that big. They're a good, decent size. Like, if I compare it to my head. Like that, you know? So, good, decent size. I don't know why I'm comparing it to my head, but I just have. Right, Aldana making her way down. Is that Aldana? Or was that Melo? It's Melo. Melo making her way down. She had a hood up. She had a cap on. I thought it was Aldana. I don't know much about this girl, as I said. I really don't know much about her. She's last-minute replacement. And to think, Conor was linked with WWE a few years ago. He could still go over to WWE, but he's got to do a bit of PR. You know, you can't go around punching old people. It's frowned upon. UFC versus WWE Invasion, the sequel. Do you like old WWE or new WWE? Well, I like both. I mean, I think I had more fun watching old WWE. But I do absolutely love what Bray Wyatt is doing, and we still need to talk about that. I still need to talk about it because it is something I need to talk about because it's bothered me all day. I appreciate there might be a few people watching that don't watch WWE. So as soon as this fight is over, I will talk about The Fiend. I can tell you that Melo is on a 5-fight win streak. This is her UFC debut. 2 first-round finishes, 2 wins by submission. She certainly seems very confident. Days, do you want The Fiend to win at Hell in a Cell? Oh, yeah, 100%. Definite. That is definite. McGregor has got 2 kids, so I don't agree with that. He was still at top when Conor Jr. was born. True. Good night, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. I think more people liked the Attitude Era. Oh, definitely. It was the most popular time, definitely. But not my favourite. not my favourite. I thought that some of the jokes were a bit crude. I just thought I thought the women's division was treated like a joke. This, you might disagree, but I was never a fan of like the bra and panties matches. I never was. I never was. It used to be the toilet break. That was for me. That's when I used to step away. So I much prefer what they're doing now with the women's division. I thought some of the storylines were just ridiculous, stupid, even borderline offensive. You don't tend to get that so much these days. So yeah, I think it definitely had pros and cons. I mean, the pros were you had much bigger stars, Stone Cold, Rock, Triple H in his prime. Attitude Era was brilliant, but also had a lot wrong with it. For me, I love late 80s, early 90s. That is it for me. Late 80s, early 90s, talking WrestleMania like 3, 4, 5, that kind of, I think there was a bit of a run for me. WrestleMania 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could say 8 was the last great one. And then 9, not great. 10, brilliant. 10 was awesome. And then, honestly, I thought it went downhill then. 11, 12. Bret Hart Stone Cold was awesome. But yeah, then you're going into the Attitude Era then. So late 80s, early 90s. I think mid 90s were wobbly. And then you're into the Attitude Era. Right, we have got Irene, Aldana, Vanessa, Melo. I can tell you that Aldana has got a 3.5 reach advantage. And I think she's got advantages all over the place. She is going to be bigger, better ground game, harder hitter. She's got one-shot knockout power. She's got great footwork. She is been in wars. Yeah, I think she wins. I really think she wins. I think I'm going 2-0 up here. I think I'm going 2-0 up. Right, let's go through. Are you watching the Liverpool match tomorrow? Yes, I am looking forward to it, but I will be cheering on Chelsea. Daze, did you see the comment on your Twitter about Seth versus Fiend? I've had many, many comments. I can't say I've seen yours. I'm a little bit, to tell the truth, I'm a bit behind on Twitter because I think what happened yesterday with the Fiend losing, everyone's got an opinion on it. So my social media has gone crazy. And that's not me bragging or showing off or saying, check out me, I'm, whatever. Not at all. But I'm just saying that I haven't been able to keep on top of it like I normally would. Just because everyone's got an opinion of what happened at that house show. So, even me. And I need to share that opinion because it's bothering me. Minus 650 now. Minus 650? According to these odds, Aldana. They might as well just give her the win. Old wrestling for sure. Don't know who Conor can beat in the top 5. That is a good point. Abadia is making a very good point there. I don't know who he beats in the top 5. I know he trains a lot, but he's just out of it now for me. He's not in the groove. Okay, we are underway. I will talk about whatever you want to talk about outside of the fights, but when the fights are on, we are going to call the action. We are here for the action. We are underway in this very interesting fight because I've not seen this Melo girl in there with Aldana. 2 weeks' notice. Aldana has definitely got the power to put this person away. This is her UFC debut. Some nice jabs by Aldana. Front leg kick there by Aldana. I need to get actually the statistics going. Let's have a look and see. I can tell you that Aldana is being pressured a bit here. It's good work by Melo. She's constantly moving forward. But Aldana is firing the shots off. So 8 significant strikes for Aldana, 3 for Melo. Again, coming forward. 8-5 now. She's doing all right, you know. I thought she was going to get absolutely smashed. I thought she was going to get put away early doors, but doesn't seem to be that way. Coming forward, yeah, some nice 1-2s. Oof, nice shot to the body there by Aldana. 9-7. Pretty, I don't know, I'm giving it some Melo at the moment. Because she is the one that's putting the pressure on. She is the one that is moving forward. Nice little bit of a combo. Aldana having to cover up. Aldana is in a fight here. Nice shot to the body. 11 shots to 10. Melo is the one that is on the front foot. Again, nice shot to the body. Melo looking to get combination shots off. Both women in the centre. Again, shot to the body. Melo looking for a body kick, but couldn't get it off. Advancing 69% for Melo, 4% for Aldana. I don't know if Aldana is just looking for that one shot, because we know that she's got that knockout power. Yeah, she is now starting to come into it, Aldana. She is now starting to find her range a little bit better. She's starting to tee off a little bit better. She's starting to look a little bit better. Just under 2 minutes now, coming up to 1:30 left. It's been quite an interesting first round. Not the round I was expecting. You always say that. It's never what I expect. I expected her to come out and dominate, and she hasn't. She's on the back foot. This Melo looking very good. 20 significant strikes for Aldana, 17 for Melo. Again, Aldana on the back foot. Front leg kick. Nice, Melo coming forward with a 1-2. Got tagged, though, by Aldana. She's got to be very careful because Aldana does have knockout power. I'm not sure we're going to see a finish as epic as what we saw in that first fight. Spinning back fist won it in that first fight. Looking for another inside leg kick there by Aldana. 25 significant strikes to 18. Aldana backing away. She does have very good footwork. She is avoiding and dodging and weaving and trying to get out of the way. But she's not offering a great deal in attack. She's doing pretty good in defense. But neither woman has looked in that much trouble. And I would have thought Aldana would have offered more than this. So it's going to be very interesting as we go into round number 2. They're now trading at the moment. Some nice little combos by Aldana. She's starting to find a way through. Right at the very end there. Just starting to find a way through. Interesting. I've got Aldana winning this. And you could see the quality coming through towards the end of that round. 30 significant strikes to 24. So she is not having this fight her own way. Taking in some deep breaths in the corner, Aldana. Do you live in the UK? I do, yes. Jay Lethal is the best wrestler. Jay Lethal is very good. My dream tag team is Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold. Becky Lynch versus Tessa Blanchard. Shout out to Mr. Beast. Hello to Team CB. It does live in the UK. Yep. Who saw NXT? I did. We were here. We were loving it. Right, we are also about to go to round number 2. I will try and answer your questions as soon as we are in between rounds. And we are underway for round number 2. So Aldana was really starting to find her way in that first round. I'm hoping that she can do the job here, and then we can be 2-0 up in our predictions. We can be at the crazy heights of 2-0. Nice. Melo coming forward again with a nice little flurry. It seems to take Aldana a little bit of time to find a way. Melo charging forward. Nice. Aldana standing the ground a little bit better here. Teeing off a little bit, but getting caught in the body. Shot down the middle. Big left hand straight down the centre. Swing and a miss by Aldana. Nice leg kick by Aldana. Melo just constantly advancing though. A good pressure fighter, Melo. Constantly moving forward. I don't know if Melo is tiring, but she doesn't seem to be offering a great deal. Aldana is definitely doing more, offering more, firing more. Melo just seems to be walking forward, but not actually firing a great deal off. So I think Melo might be tiring here. Aldana looking the sharper of the fighters. She needs to unload. I think if she was to have a real flurry, she could get this done. 38 significant strikes to 32. Yeah, Melo is still in this fight. Aldana still trying, still working. Oh, nice. Spinning heel kick. By Aldana. Melo still advancing, still moving forward. Beautiful left jab down the centre. Again. Oh! Moves out the way. Melo stumbles. It's not a knockdown or anything like that. She kind of just lost the balance, lost her footing, Melo. Aldana couldn't really capitalise. Just over 2 minutes on the clock. Melo, little bit of a flurry. %71% success rate when it comes to kicks by Aldana. I gotta be honest, this feels like it's going to go to decision, you know. Neither woman looking in that much trouble. What I will say is Melo looks like she is tiring. But she got close then and just unleashed a little bit of a flurry. Moving forward again. Where are we? 52 significant strikes for Aldana. 38 for Melo. I feel like the fight is starting to swing towards Aldana. She is certainly getting more significant strikes off. Melo is putting the pressure on, is advancing, but isn't doing anything with it. Coming forward now, and she is starting to do something now. Nice combos, rights and lefts by Melo. Aldana gets out the way. Both women still on their feet. This fight, of course, not gone to the ground at all. This is two strikers going at it. Two women very comfortable at standing and throwing. We're into the final minute of round number 2. Ooh, went for a head kick. Both women going for a head kick. Not really landing with anything. 60 to 43. Aldana should have done better than this. She should have done better than this. Yeah, Melo just still coming forward. She just won't go away. Nice. Nice left hand by Melo. Finds a way through. Nearly tags her again. Unloading Aldana. Both women just throwing down in the centre of the octagon, and that's it for the second round. Yeah, I mean, look, no one really in that much trouble. Very surprising. I thought Aldana would do much, much more than this. Much, much more. She's really not offering a great deal up here. I still think that she'll get the win, but I thought she would do much better than this. I'm 12 today and in front row. WWE Lover Days. Shout out to you. Everyone's always hurt rankings are a joke. BFM bout is where it's at. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that fight. Masvidal, of course, taking on Nate Diaz. My team name for Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold is Sexy316. Days, is it time for a little bit of bubbly? Not yet. Maybe if I get all 5 predictions right tonight, then it'll be time for a little bit of bubbly. Right, we are underway. We're into the third and final round. Ooh, spinning back elbow connects from Aldana, but doesn't do anything. Doesn't put Melo down. Nice knee from Aldana. Who's your favourite UFC fighter? Israel Adesanya. I do like Tony Ferguson as well. It's either of those guys. Okay, in the centre. Nice inside leg kick by Melo. Let me find 69 significant strikes to 55. Melo coming forward, unleashing a little bit of a flurry there on Aldana. Aldana firing back. Straight down the centre. I do think Aldana will probably get the result if it goes to judge's decision. But Melo has done really, really well. Yeah, head kick just flashes past Melo. Melo still coming forward, still stepping forward. No takedowns in this. Both women standing and throwing. I'm making Days-inspired moves for WWE and I will use them in videos. Very cool, dude. Melo stepping forward. Couple of shots fired off by Aldana. Beautiful left-hand jabs followed with a big right hand. Left hand's right down the centre again from Aldana. Melo firing back. Just over 2 minutes 30 on the clock now. And I think this has got decision written all over it. Days, what are some good tea that help you feel better? No idea, dude. I don't drink tea. I always drink coffee. I always need the caffeine. Nice shots to the body by Aldana. 78 to 66. Aldana up on significant strikes. Both women standing, throwing. Neither woman looking in that much trouble, but Melo certainly looking the tireder. But, I mean, I gotta tell you, Aldana was heavy favourite here. The fact that Melo is still in this. Is very impressive. Melo stepping forward with a left-hand jab. Significant strikes. Aldana is up 30-24 in round 1. 35-30 in round 2. 15-30 in round 3. Melo is still in there, guys. Still throwing, looking for inside leg kicks. Tagging Aldana with a beautiful roundhouse right. Yeah, a couple of little jabs coming in from Aldana. We're approaching the final minute. Melo again tagging her. Such a fascinating fight. This was meant to be easy work for Aldana, and it's been anything but. Yeah, now they're going for it, man. Aldana is starting to get through. Aldana firing in some leg kicks. Firing in a few shots onto the chin. She's looking for a finish. It would be a real shame now if she was to get a finish. Into the final 30 seconds, and Melo has done so well to last this long. Spinning back fist doesn't connect by Melo. Shot to the face as well. Dodging and weaving by Aldana. Melo is tough as nails. I agree with Bisping there. Done so well to last this long. Real flurry though by Aldana. Melo staggering a little bit. And she survives. That is it. Aldana looking brilliant at the end, but could not put her away. I think Aldana's going to get the result. I hope she gets the result. She was my pick. Right, let's go over to the third fight, which I think is going to be Moreno versus Askarov, which I'm really looking forward to, actually. I'm really looking forward to seeing Askarov. Obviously, we still need the result for this fight. I think it's Aldana that's going to get it. Let's get the official result. I think we've just go into commercial break first. 106 significant strikes to 80. That is crazy. Thoughts on Colby Covington? Well, he turned down the fight, didn't he? Didn't he turn down the fight with Usman? Yeah. Kind of. I don't know why. Shock him. I think he's done it before as well, hasn't he? So, doesn't look good for Colby Covington. Hello, KJ Carter. Hope you are well. First move is a kick, and it's called Giveaway. Very cool. When are you going to collect WWE figures? I don't know who you're talking to there, Mr. Beast. Days, when are you going to do another Wrestling Days wrestling match? I don't know. I am thinking of doing a horror battle royal tomorrow. Little bit of a heads up there for you, so could get something very special tomorrow. Days, I think your finisher names should be Dazing Driver or the Dazing Dream. Here we go. We're going over to get the official result. Unanimous. It is Aldana wins by unanimous decision. That means that we are 2-0. The dizzy heights of 2-0. Dreams do come true. The boyhood dream has come true. I am 2-0 up in the predictions. Madness. Hello, Rhea Ripley's boyfriend. Hope you are well. Wrestling Days is the man because Stone Cold said so. Shout out to OB from Herman, Missouri. Shout out OB. Shout out the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Mr. Flutini says, how was meeting Cesaro? Good question. He was great, dude. He was really great. I really enjoyed talking to him. He had a lot of time. I was like, do you mind doing an intro? He did an intro for the channel. Did a quick interview with him. He like met everyone. He was super nice. He's got it all, man. He's a really nice guy. He's got it all. I really like him. He's a really nice guy. Do you live in the United Kingdom? Yes. Days, I wouldn't worry about The Fiend. WWE pick and choose when house show results matter. I totally get that, BD Cool. I totally hear what you're saying. They pick and choose when they matter. But for me, this matters. WWE can't tell me what matters to me. You know, if that makes sense. And this matters to me. We will talk about The Fiend in a second. Resting Days is man. Stone Cold said so. Hello to Rhea Ripley's boyfriend. Shout out from Texas. Thank you very much, John. Hope you are well. Give me a hell yeah. Aldana wins. She does. I'm talking Days. I don't know what you mean. When will I collect figures? I do collect figures. We bought Ruby Riot on our last toy hunt. So we're picking up figures like all the time. How much can you win? How much can you win? I don't know what that means. Good job, Days, on the prediction. Yeah, I am killing it tonight. Can you give a shout out to the Bray Wyatt fan? Done. Hello, Rhea Ripley's boyfriend. I live in Bristol. Oh, very cool. Bristol is lovely. I've been there a few times. Wait, 2 matches and Days got them right. I know. Are you going to record the Liverpool match? Nope. Triple C and George. Shout out to you guys. Days, awesome fight. Days, that does make sense, but WWE logic. Yeah. Okay, look, let's talk about The Fiend. So, for those of you that maybe don't follow WWE, let me just bring you up to speed. There was a wrestler called Bray Wyatt. He's awesome. Yeah, people love him. But he kept losing. Kept losing the big matches. So, people wanted him to win. But for some reason, WWE just would not pull the trigger. They just would not give him the wins he needed. He was WWE champion for 40 days. And that was it. He lost it at WrestleMania. And that was it. That was as high as he got. He fought The Undertaker and lost at WrestleMania. He fought John Cena and lost at WrestleMania. He got embarrassed by The Rock at WrestleMania. He was involved in some good feuds and he got some wins, but he just wasn't where he needed to be. So he went away for about 7 months or so. I think it was about 7 months. Came back and he's got this cool new persona called The Fiend and the Firefly Funhouse and all of this cool stuff. And people really, really want this to work. And I really, really want this to work. And it's working. It's going really, really well. Firefly Funhouse has been amazing. First match at SummerSlam, won. Beat Finn Balor. Lovely. And then he had a match at a house show last night. And he lost. Now, people are saying it doesn't matter because he lost by DQ, so it doesn't matter. Wasn't a pin, wasn't a submission. It doesn't matter. People are saying that house shows don't matter, right? People are saying that he looked cool in the match, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, because he did look cool. He lost because he put the mandible claw onto Seth Rollins and didn't let it go. Like, he kept it on, and the ref was like, counted to 5, and the ref was like, you've got to let go, and he wasn't listening. So the ref disqualified him. So people are like, it's not really a loss. This is my stand on it, right? I don't like it. I don't like it because you can't pick and choose when house shows matter. Like, I can't pick and choose. To me, house show results matter. You can't say, like, Askar is undefeated. You know, Askar's undefeated streak. And then see her lose at a house show and just go, yeah, it didn't matter. It was a house show. No. She was winning on house shows because it did matter. And whenever there's a title change, like AJ Styles won the United States Championship at Madison Square Garden, that was a house show. That wasn't on the network or anything like that. It was only people in attendance that saw that. The title change stood. You know, it was a title change that was counted, even though it took place at a house show. We saw a title change at a house show like on a regular basis. We've seen tag titles change hands at house shows, and I understand that WWE can pick and choose on their results, but when it comes to important stuff, like title changes, like streaks, they don't pick and choose. They tend to go with it. And I just feel like this is really big. This is now officially the Fiend's first loss. It's a loss. It goes in the loss column. Now, WWE might choose to ignore it. That's up to them. I can't. I can't just ignore what I've seen. And in this day and age where you've got social media, you've got smartphones, you've got the internet, WWE must know that house shows now, the results are going to be seen. Yeah? You can't say to people, come to our house show. They're really important. They're really cool. You're going to see results. You might see the 24/7 championship change hands. You know? You might see the Fiend in action. Come along to the house shows. You can't say, come along, they're important to sell tickets. Yeah? To try and get people through the door. But then when a result happens, go, didn't matter. It was only a house show. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. It's either important and it matters, or it's not important and it doesn't matter. Which way do we go? To me, because the title changes are counted, because the results are counted in undefeated streaks, like Askar's recent undefeated streak included a lot of house show results. 24/7 championship title changes are counted. You know, R-Truth is like a 17-time 24/7 champion because he has lost and won that championship at house shows. House show results are counted. I've had so many conversations today with people telling me house show results don't matter. But they do. They do. I can't get my head around it. They do. And I don't like it. The Fiend lost. And okay, you could look at it and go, the Fiend doesn't care about wins and losses. And I get that. I understand that. I can kind of get on board a bit with that. He didn't lose because he was beaten by a better man. He lost because he got the mandible claw on and didn't let it go, and so got disqualified. But for me, it's going to make it a little bit frustrating because it means that he could do that in a championship match. He could put the mandible claw on, not let go, and lose the match by DQ, and then he won't be champion. So again, Bray Wyatt wasn't champion because the booking wasn't great. Now the Fiend won't be champion because he doesn't care about championships. And I don't know. I feel like the Fiend was Bray Wyatt's frustration at not winning championships. You know, Bray Wyatt's darkness and his frustration was largely down to the fact that he, you know, kept coming up short, wasn't winning titles. Well, now he's got this Fiend persona, and I feel like he should be winning titles. I feel like people are going to be upset if he doesn't win at Hell in a Cell. Simple as that. If he doesn't win at Hell in a Cell, people are going to be upset. And I was upset that he lost at this house show. And do you know what was really weird? I was fine with it at first. I was absolutely fine with it. I was like, yeah, he looked good. It didn't matter. He looked good. You know, it was a house show. He looked good. But for some reason, as the day went on, it really started to bother me. I think it was as more and more people were talking to me saying, doesn't matter. It don't matter. I think as more people were saying that to me, the more I was thinking, no, it does matter. It does. Because title changes matter at house shows. Undefeated streaks matter at house shows. They want you to go to house shows. They sell you the dream of you're going to see a great show. You're going to see an important show. You might see a title change. Come along. You never know what you're going to see at a house show. You can't say that and then in the same breath say it's not important. It's either one or the other. It's either one or the other. So, yeah. Look, that's my mini rant. I can tell you that we are getting closer to Moreno against Askarov. A fight that I am actually looking forward to. But that is my take on it. I think what I might do is a separate video. I really feel like I need to get it off my chest. I feel a little better like that I've done it here with you guys, but I feel like I need to do it in a separate video because I don't know. I just don't know. But the more I've thought about it, the more I've spoke to people about it, the more it bothered me. Shout out to Dean Winchester. Eli says it could have been Bray Wyatt versus Apollo Crews. Bray wins, and then Seth comes out, but the Fiend disappears. Yep. Days, when will Ramblin' Rabbit expose what's actually happening? I think they're going to tease it for a bit longer. I don't think we'll get an answer on that anytime soon. Have you got the 24/7 championship? No. I think it's an ugly belt. I hate the look of the belt, so I wouldn't want it. Like Sting in 97, but no, I'm not comparing Sting to Bray Wyatt. Here comes Askarov. Indeed, he is making his way down. He looks very good. He looks ready. If The Fiend doesn't win at Hell in a Cell, we riot. The Fiend was too good. WWE have pooed the bed on yet another talent. Well, what I would say is that it's not ruined yet, you know? I think what they have done is they've sent the message that The Fiend doesn't care about wins and losses. The Fiend doesn't care. He just wants to hurt people. And I can get on board with that. I do understand that. But it has surprised me how many people have gone, it's a house show, who cares? That really surprised me. Like, we have legitimately, there was a lot of people saying, I've had people getting in touch with me saying, you said The Fiend lost? He didn't lose, he got DQ'd. What do you think a DQ is? I don't understand. What do you think happened? He had a match with Seth. He lost. Yeah, okay, it wasn't a pin and it wasn't a submission, but he still lost. The thumbnail was telling the truth. He lost. And so many people were like, he didn't lose. He did lose. He did lose. I don't know. Okay, I feel like I could really rant here. I feel like I could do a good half an hour on this subject. I think the Fiend has made my tablet freeze up. Well, that really is, next level stuff. Shout out to the Ultimate Warriors. Vince is not silly to let the Fiend lose. I know he is not silly enough to do that. It should have been like the Fiend versus Ali. Seth attacks the Fiend. Seth celebrates. Because if he did it in the next 2 weeks, Bray Wyatt is leaving. Old guy. About Bray, there is no plans for Bray to turn face yet after the Monster heel run. Rumours says he could turn face. Shout out to Patrick O'Neill. Imagine the Fiend in AEW. Have you got the WWE? I've got the Winged Eagle belt, yes. How is your day? I'm having a decent day. No one is better than Days at live streams. Thank you very much, dude. I just went off on a rant then, but yeah, I'm interested to know your thoughts. Let me know in the chat. Undertaker, Days, this stuff matters to fans, but WWE like to rewrite their own history. Completely agree. I thought the mandible claw was a submission move. It is a submission move, but Seth was up against the ropes, so I think the ref was counting, because if you get to the ropes, if you get to the corner, the ref will count to 5. So the ref was counting to 5, saying, look, he's in the corner here. He's over by the ropes. I don't know if technically he was touching the ropes. In fact, I don't know if you have to. I don't know if touching the corner is still the same as touching the ropes. Legit, I don't know. But the ref, either way, the ref was counting to 5. Bray had a 5 count to break. He didn't, so the ref called it. Undertaker beat Hulk Hogan for the WWE title. One of the greatest characters, so Fiend needs to beat Seth Rollins. Shout out to Dude Love. The Fiend made me poop my pants. I love your rants. Well, I am very much looking forward to Askarov against Moreno. Moreno, a very fun and exciting fighter, but also very beatable. Askarov is a submission machine. Keep your eye on Askarov. He has got a million different ways that he can get victories. Moreno, though, is not going to back down. Moreno is fighting in green. He's going to come forward. He is very fun, very exciting. He's going to show you some interesting stuff. He's going to go for this. But for me, Askarov is definitely the one that's got the advantage here. He is going to look for those takedowns. I think this is Askarov's UFC debut. Fighting out of Russia, out of Dagestan, of course. I really do fancy him to get the victory. I don't think he is heavy favourite, but he is favourite, Askarov. And he is looking for the takedown as well. He's got the clinch on. He's round the back of Moreno. Desperately trying to wrap himself around Moreno. He's picking him up, trying to get him down. He does get him down. He's all over him at the moment. Askarov on top, looking to dictate this fight. Askarov looking decent here in the early stages, the first minute and a half. I think after this, we're into the co-main event. We're starting to get into the main fights after this. Askarov looking for a rear naked choke. Moreno has got to be very careful. He's trying to tie up the hands. If he can get that arm around the throat, he can get a rear naked choke on. The thing about Askarov is he will look for a million different ways to finish you. He knows a million different ways to finish you. So we said he was a submission machine. This is exactly where Moreno does not want to be. And there we go. Look, you can see that arm coming round. He's looking for that rear naked choke. Moreno firing a few elbows off on Askarov. Askarov, though, standing up. Askarov in a bit of trouble here because Moreno has stood up on him. Elbows coming in from Askarov. This is I tell you what, fascinating fight. Really fascinating because Moreno is dictating this now. Askarov with hammer fists. And elbows. Elbow to the head there by Askarov is firing. Oh, it's nasty. Elbows to the head by Askarov. You feel like a finish could come at any time here. You feel like Askarov could find that move, could find that choke, could find that guillotine, could find that armbar. Equally, you find that Moreno could get that finish, that knockout. He's very fun to watch, Moreno. Very, very fun. He is all over Askarov at the moment. Really good round. Really interesting fight. Will John Jones ever have a finish with USADA? No, I feel like USADA will win that battle. Okay, Askarov has kind of tied up Moreno a little bit here. Hammer fists coming in from Askarov. Just over a minute left. Really good round. Both guys up on their feet. Moreno firing off a few shots. Shout out to John Jones, the greatest cheat of all time. Nice. 30-odd seconds to go. Moreno throwing a few shots. Askarov just taking it. I can tell you that Moreno has had 8 significant strikes. Askarov, 4. Nice kick from Askarov. 20-odd seconds to go. I think we're going to see this round out. It's been a great round. Really enjoyable. Really enjoyable. Where do you live? I live in the UK. Moreno running away. Moreno was running there. Just trying to get through this round. And that is the end of the round. I am going to put this fan on because it has just gone super hot. Yeah, really good round that was. Really interesting. Both guys looked like they could get a finish in it. I still feel that Askarov is going to get the job done. But Moreno looking very cool. Young Bucks said they saw the NXT debut and that AEW will be better. What do you expect them to say? It was a great debut. Where do you live? I live in the Midlands. I live not too far away from a place called Telford. It's about half an hour away in the car from where I am. So all around the Midlands, kind of like Telford, Wolverhampton, Shrewsbury, half an hour on a train to Birmingham. Take a couple of hours to get to London in a car. Okay, we are underway already. I need to start this because it is round number 2. Not 3, 2. Okay. Both guys standing and throwing right now. Moreno looking excellent when he throws. Askarov tying up Moreno, and he has to do that because Askarov is not going to be able to stand and throw with Moreno. Moreno is a very fun, exciting, dangerous striker. Askarov, though, much better grappler, and he is tying up Moreno here. Which is the right thing to do. He needs to frustrate Moreno. He needs to make sure that Moreno cannot get those shots off. You hear who's coming to Raw on this Monday? A talk show host? Yes, that Maori guy. Maury, is it? There. Here we go. They break free. Both standing. Looking for a single leg takedown by Askarov. Moreno backing away, a few shots coming in. Askarov grabbing the waist of Moreno. Looking for a takedown, but can't quite get it. Nice shots coming in from Askarov. Both pinned up against the octagon. Moreno in a bit of trouble now. Takedown, beautiful takedown by Askarov. Askarov with a great takedown, and Moreno finds himself on his back. Still 3 minutes left in this round. And he's going to have to hang on for a long time because Askarov knows a lot of submissions. Moreno in trouble here. This is absolutely not where Moreno wants to be. Askarov firing in a few shots. We've got Hermanson against Cannonier next week on Fight Night, which should be a good fight. Ooh, Moreno doing an excellent job of getting out of that. Both guys pop back up. So 3 takedowns now for Askarov. 3 takedowns to 0. He's over looking for a 4th. Hey guys, not sure if you can see. Looks like we just had a little bit of trouble there. People saying that there was a little bit of lag and whatever. Everything just went down. So just had to try and fix it all. Hopefully we are back up. I can see that the picture still isn't quite right, so I'm going to try and fix that. I can tell you that the fight is still carrying on. Let me deactivate and try and reactivate the camera. There we go. So, yeah, hopefully you can see me. Hopefully you can hear me. That was really weird. Everything just froze. Like, the screen just went completely black. Everything just went. So, yeah, okay. I don't know. Apologies for that, but we're back and everything's still fine. I'm still here. Everything, I didn't touch anything. I just looked at the screen and it was completely black. Everything had gone. So I was looking at my computer. I could see my power light was still on. I checked to see the power was on because I thought the power had gone. So I have no idea what that was. A fun, crazy, new development in my life. That's what that was. But we're still here. Okay, lovely. Apologies for that. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I'm going to have to look into that because that could cause some dramas on future streams. That's the first time that's ever happened. I have never seen it do that before where the screen just went completely black. Right, Moreno is still in there. We're into round number 3. So we missed part of round number 2. Let me just bring you up to speed. I can tell you that it is 4 takedowns to 1 for Askarov. 25 significant strikes for Moreno against 19 for Askarov. And we are well underway into round number 3. And I can tell you that Askarov is on his back at the moment. So Moreno dictating the fight at the moment. He's got to be very, very careful because Askarov can finish this several different ways. Welcome back, Days. Yeah, apologies, Rathman. Apologies, hackers. Dude, I do not know what that was. It is one of the weirdest things that's ever happened whilst I've streamed. I legit don't know. I don't know what you could see. I couldn't see anything. I thought the computer was dead. I thought the computer had died. I thought it had completely gone. There was nothing on screen at all. The only reason I knew it still had power is because I could see the power light was still on the side. As soon as it went off, I thought, oh my, I haven't turned the power on at the plug. I thought I hadn't turned the power on, and so it just died. That was my I thought, oh, I've got to set up the stream again and all of this. But then I saw the power light was on, and I was like, well, hang on. How is this? How has it got power going into it, but the screen's dead? So, yeah, I had a slight panic. Right, I can tell you both guys are still down. A few hammer fists coming in from Moreno. Moreno has looked much better than I thought he would against Askarov. Days, I reckon you live near Kidderminster. I don't live in Kidderminster. I live in Kidderminster. It's in the Midlands, 30 train drive for Brum. I don't live in Kidderminster. I don't live far from Kidderminster. Days, I'm back. Are you undefeated on your predictions? I am so far. We need Askarov to win this one. And he is down on significant strikes and down on control time. I think Moreno might get the victory here. I think my streak might be over. Moreno looking the much better in this third round. Even going for a rear naked choke here. Moreno trying to get a submission victory on Askarov. He hasn't quite got it in. He hasn't got it under the chin of Askarov. It's going to be difficult for Askarov to get out, but he is trying. He is fighting. And I think he is getting out. I think he is getting out here. 1 minute 20 odd to go. It's been a very interesting fight. It's been a very interesting stream, actually. We've had full-on drama. Couple of shots coming in from Moreno. Both guys down on their back. I don't think we're going to get a great deal more. I think Moreno is just going to keep firing in these shots. A few shots to the head. I think both guys might feel like they've probably done enough, but if I was a judge, I'd give it to Moreno. Askarov not really offering a great deal here. Only 30-odd seconds to go. I think Askarov is going to get the W. What's crazy, mate, is that I went to the exact same live WWE event in November 9th, 2016 in the Genting. It's a shame you missed the Jack Swagger match because that was actually fun. I was sat near to you. Ah, very cool. Daisy, it was your rant about the Fiend. You might not want to question his actions during... That's true. That is true. Right, we're through the fight. Moreno definitely thinks that he's done enough there. Crowd are on their feet. I think he has as well. I think Moreno's done enough there. Saw you, then you froze. Shout out to Anto. Shout out to Gemma. You're right, it is Moreno. That is a typo. Although that has not been the biggest problem with the stream so far. The fact that my screen went completely blank. I tell you, I bought this laptop that I use for everything. I edit all my videos on it. I do all my streams on it. I do everything on this laptop. Cost me about £400 odd a couple of years ago. I mean, nothing. Just peanuts, basically. I mean, you can spend thousands on a laptop. It probably is time for me to get a new laptop. The Fiend is family friendly. Right, we're about to get the official result. We're going to find out which way this goes. Will they go for Moreno? Will they go for Askarov? Which way will they go? 4 takedowns to 1. Control time. I mean, Moreno 6 minutes 44. Askarov 3 minutes 18. Significant strikes 37 to 26. I mean, there's a lot in Moreno's favour there. Here we go. Moreno, I think, is the Mexican fighter as well. Here we go. Wow, split draw. Split draw. I don't feel like that's the right result. I feel like Moreno should have got that there. There we go. Have you ever visited Kidderminster? Yes. There's UFC Dream Elite figures. Dan 7. Yeah. Ken Shamrock. Yeah. Frank Shamrock. Bas Rutten. Sakuraba. Mark Coleman. Don Fry. Draw. Yep. Days, did you hear a song from a WWE legend wants to go to AEW? Who? Is it Shamrock? Did I see about Shamrock? No, Benoit. Benoit. Grasso is coming up next. So we're at the co-main event stage now, my friends. It's been, I tell you what, it's been quite a long evening, hasn't it? A lot of these fights have gone the distance. Grasso versus Esperanza. David Benoit, yeah. How is that going to work? What do you mean? How is what going to work? How is Benoit going to AEW going to work? It'll work fine. It'll be fine. Funhouse Bray is evil, using a saw on a kid show, while Bray is using a lantern. Let's not talk about the face with it. Fiend is lighting the way. Are you watching it on BT Sport? Yes, I am, my friend. I am watching it on BT Sport. Days, who will win the BMF belt? I want Nate Diaz. I want Nate Diaz to win it. But I mean, Masvidal is awesome. They're just showing us the straw weight rankings. Esparza and Grasso are ranked 8th and 9th in that division. I'm still waiting to see if Rose is going to compete again. I don't think she retired. She said she was talking about retiring, but I don't think Rose did retire. Other than watch my OU Sooners dominate college football, you're my favourite thing to watch in my free time. Thank you very much, dude. Keep it up from... What's that? Comanche? I'm not familiar with that place. In Oklahoma. I know Oklahoma. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate it. That was Oz349. I can't believe... And I can't get my head around college football. I don't understand it. I mean, I don't really understand American football. I get the idea. But I don't understand how the college version is so big. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, no one cares about college teams in the UK. Or high school teams or anything like that. No one cares. Even people that go to those colleges don't care. We don't have, like, stadiums and things like that for our college teams. And they just play on, like, a field. And you might get, like, the odd person standing at the side watching. That's it. So, yeah, I think it's staggering. The whole college football thing is staggering. Daisy, are you watching the rugby? I will be watching that tomorrow. Rugby World Cup underway. Some really, really interesting stuff happening, actually, in sport at the moment. Stockton Slap has nothing on MAGA bombs. How is you, the WWF wrestling machine? I am good. I think it's really quite cool that you live near Kidderminster, because not a lot of YouTubers live or know the area. And the best thing about it is that you're the best YouTuber. Thank you very much, dude. Right, this fight should be fun. I am so up for this fight. This is Grasso taking on Esparza. So Esperanza is a collegiate wrestler. She can out-grapple her opponents. I don't know if she's going to be able to out-grapple Grasso here. Grasso has got a cardio advantage, will have a striking advantage. And what's interesting is Esperanza, when she gets hit, she does tend to swell up. So I think that if Grasso can fire shots off and get shots through, then she can do a lot of damage to Esperanza. Days, I live in Alabama, and it is so annoying to be around Alabama fans. Okay. Comanche. It's a Native American tribe. I kind of got the vibe that it was a Native American thing. Thank you for spelling it that way. Phonetically spelling it. Comanche. It sounds cool. I like it. I cannot wait for Chomper to come back. Yeah, that will be cool. Grasso stepping into the octagon. Did I go for Grasso? I did, yes. I think she will get the win here. I think she will just outstrike Esparza, but this is a tough fight. Days, did you comment on the house show match? Yes, I did a rant. Rugby or soccer / football / football. For me, soccer / football. Grasso or Esperanza. I'm trying to impress my friends who will win. I've gone with Grasso. The reason why I've gone with Grasso is because she is the better striker. Esperanza is a great fighter. Could get the victory. Like, this is a tough one to call. But I just think that Grasso is got home advantage. And also, she's the better striker. Esperanza, when she gets caught, can swell up. She tends to go red quite easily, swell up quite easily. I think she will get caught. I think she will take damage. And I think Grasso will get the win. Isaac says Grasso for the win. Eli says Grasso for the win. I wish it was sunny in the UK. All the time. First, UFC and Invicta FC strawweight champion. Second most takedowns in UFC strawweight history. Third highest takedown rate in UFC strawweight history. Esperanza stepping in there with a lot of positives. She is not going to be easy to beat. This is a very, very interesting fight. This is our co-main event as well. Grasso versus Esperanza. Two top 10 fighters. Okay, we're getting ready for the introductions. Okay, so Grasso is minus 140 favourite, fighting out of Mexico. She's got an MMA record of 11 wins and 2 defeats. See if I can... Do you do the fantasy football team thing? I do. And I'm okay. I was just outside the top 100,000 last year. That's where I finished. I think I finished like 140,000, which I thought was okay. I'd like to get into the top 100,000. At the moment, I'm not doing as well. I'm like 1 million something out of 6 million. But I'm quite happy with my team. And I'm quite confident that we're gonna get there. So, yeah, I do play it. I do enjoy it. Okay, this fight should be starting very soon. I'm just trying to get the significant strike information and all of that. Grasso versus Shayna. That would be good. Right, we are underway. I've got Grasso winning this. She is from Mexico. She does have the striking advantage. Okay, Grasso standing her ground in the centre. Esparza on the outside. Esparza coming in, firing a few shots off. Not a great deal being thrown here. Kind of a cagey first minute. Neither woman really wanting to commit too much. He said he would be streaming NXT on a regular basis instead of AEW, yes. We certainly will have AEW on for that first show. But I am keeping a very close eye on NXT each week. That's my show of choice. But obviously we'll get a better idea of what show is better once the war begins. Cagey, really cagey. Not a great deal being thrown. Not a great deal landing. I think there's a lot of respect in there between these two. I think they really do respect each other. Obviously, this is two top 10 fighters going at it. Win here is going to really, really put someone on the map. Grasso just standing her ground in the centre. Esparza on the outside, trying to find a way in. Oh, nice. Beautiful leg kick there by Esparza and gets tagged by Grasso. Grasso charging forward with a couple of jabs. Going for a double leg takedown. Getting it by Esparza. Grasso, though, turns it around. She's got her in a clinch. Good takedown by Esparza. Grasso finds herself on her back. Grasso getting slammed down. I'm in Ghana streaming. How many minutes to the fight? I don't understand. This is a 3-round fight, 5-minute round. So the fight in total is going to be 15 minutes. We've had 3 minutes. We've got 2 minutes left of this first round. Grasso finds herself on her back, but manages to get back up. Esparza goes down. It's cagey. Cagey first round. Are you going to make a gaming channel? Probably not. Who is the best fighter of all time? GSP comes to mind for me. George St. Pierre. Just over a minute left in this first round. This is our co-main event as well. Hasn't quite got going yet. There's been a few little moments in this first round. They're both in a clinch at the moment. Both jockeying for position. Shay says, I've got Grasso. Do we know yet if AEW will be live on ITV or just replay? It will be live. And there will be replays after. Are you going to make a new gaming channel? I don't think so. Takedown by Esparza. Esparza has got Grasso down. It's a bit of a side headlock here by Esparza. Really pulling there. Really trying to lean in on her. Cut that circulation off to the head. I don't think there's a submission there, and there isn't. Grasso gets straight back up. Esparza stumbles back. They're starting to unload now. Cagey in the opening of this, but they're not being cagey now. They were unloading. Good. Interesting. We go into round 2. We are going to round 2. Really, GSP over Couture? I think so. I think so for me. It's the first name that comes to mind. I mean, he didn't back down from anyone, GSP. Days Ringside has a sale. I scooped up the Matt Hardy ringside figure for $7.99. Ooh, very cool, dude. I might be tempted to pick up a few things. Thank you, Chalmers. I've got Grasso winning. Days is great. He brings us all together. I tell you what, we've just got like a really nice little community here. Like, I'm seeing the same names that join us each week, and I just really enjoy it. I watch this show anyway, so why not stream? And then we can have a bit of a chat whilst we're watching it together, you know? So, yeah, love it, guys. Really enjoy spending this time with you. Right, we're underway. Round number 2. Although I definitely need to make sure that the screen doesn't go completely black again. I need to look into that. Because for a few minutes, I think you just saw confused Days. Trying to figure out what the hell was going on. But we are underway. We're kind of starting round 2 like we started round 1. A little bit cagey, but wow. Not anymore. Esperanza with a single leg takedown. Grasso on her back. This is good. Good stuff. Interesting stuff. Knees coming in from Esparza. Grasso on her back. Getting slammed down. Anderson Silva is the best. I think he was. But I think he's gone on too long. There's definitely an argument there, though. That would be a really interesting stream, wouldn't it, actually? Debating who is the best of all time. Because I do think there's obviously several names in there. Anderson Silva is definitely a name that comes to mind when I think who is the best of all time. But the first name, as I said, GSP for me. Right, both women are down. There's 3 minutes left in this round. Grasso looking very comfortable. I can't say either woman in a great deal of trouble here. Yeah, Grasso doing a good job of defending. This is a situation that could go sour quick. Now she's unloading a little bit. Days, which Raw superstar should I draw on Monday? Draw Dana Brooke. There we go. A little bit of love for Dana Brooke. What are you watching it on? Watching, what, UFC on? Watching it on BT Sport Live. Grasso still on her back. Shots coming in from Esperanza. Forearms now. Forearms coming in onto the head. Grasso in a little bit of trouble here in the sense of she's not controlling the fight. Esperanza is controlling the fight. Grasso needs to get out of this. She is trying to get up. She's having to work hard. She gets taken down again. Oh, Esperanza was looking for a rear naked choke. Couldn't get it. Grasso getting back up. And here we go. Both women are back up. And Grasso looks a little bit worse for wear. Esperanza has certainly done some damage there. But both women are up. Grasso needs to fire off some shots here. She's the better striker. Esperanza doesn't wear damage well. She's got to make... Oh! Catches her with a big right hand. And Esperanza stumbles back. Grasso needs to go for this. She's looking. She's trying to find a way through. 50-odd seconds on the clock. Esperanza steps forward, right, left. Both land. This is fascinating stuff. Charging forward. Gets caught. Backs up against the cage. Takedown. Takedown for Esperanza. This has been a great minute and a half. Really, really fun stuff. It's a tough one to call. I'd say Esperanza has controlled more of the fight. Certainly has had more takedowns as well. Feel like it might be Esperanza that's getting it. Grasso needs a big final round here. Anderson, Spider, Sevran is the best. Days do you play with the wrestling figures? No, not in my spare time. Only if we're doing a video. But obviously if you are a youngster, or even if you're an adult, do what you want. This is madness. What a fight. It is very fun. Back and forth. I mean, these two are very, very similar. I mean, they're ranked very similar. I don't feel like Grasso has used her striking to its maximum effect, though. Do you support anyone in football or just watch it for fun? I support Man United. I've always supported Man United. So, yeah, and even though it's not been a good few years for Man U, I still support them. I'll be watching the game tomorrow. They're playing West Ham tomorrow. Okay, we are underway in the third and final round. There's just a little bit of concern for Grasso's ankle, but it seems to be fine. Stepping forward, Grasso. Okay, third and final round. Grasso needs a good round here. Esperanza controlled that second round. Esparza standing the ground in the centre. What have you done with your Firefly Funhouse box? It is literally just down in the figure room to one side. I keep meaning to use it in a video, but I never made any of the puppets. So I really want to make some of the puppets. Oh, here we go. Grasso, use it. Oh, she slips. Grasso unloading there, but slipped and could not take full advantage. Yeah, the Funhouse box is just to one side. I still need to make a Huskus the Pig Boy because you didn't get that with the box. You didn't get a Fiend with the box either. Grasso really went for that then. That was one of the most explosive parts of the fight. We knew she was going to have to go for it in this round. She did go for it. She could not finish the job, though. She slipped. Esperanza lunging forward, trying to get a takedown. 3 minutes on the clock. 3 minutes 15. Yeah, Esperanza going for takedowns, not getting them. Grasso charging forward, swinging away. Nice. Grasso has got Esperanza down. She's looking for the armbar. She's looking for the armbar. She's grabbed Esperanza's arm. Esperanza is working hard here. No. Grasso looking for that armbar. Days, did you see the Spotlight Diesel that just came out? To me, the face looks like fake Diesel. Honestly think it's a fake Diesel figure. I did see it, yes. Is she getting that armbar? She's desperately trying 2 minutes. She is close to getting it. It's in. She's got the armbar. She's got the armbar. Grasso has got the armbar, but Esparza has slipped out. Wow. Esperanza survives. That is cool. She had that armbar locked in. But Grasso managing to get out. Elbows coming in from Grasso. This is a big round for Grasso, and she needed it as well. She needed a big round. Crowd are really into it. It's been a great fight. I'm really glad that the screen hasn't gone black on this one. Grasso on her back. This is what I'm saying. If you look at the face of Esperanza, you can see it's like bright red. She doesn't wear damage well. Final minute of the fight. Looks like we're going to a decision. KJ saying, great. I suggest photocopying the puppets instead of using the ones that came with the box set. That's a good point, Jim Gore. Hope you are well, my friend. Grasso on her back. Shots coming in from Esperanza. Shots to the midsection. Really good fight, this. I've really enjoyed it. It's been back and forth. Both women have had opportunities. 20-odd seconds for someone to find Summer, and they're throwing. Grasso stumbles back. There's shots, mad shots being fired off here. Both women wanting the finish, and Esperanza stumbling back. There's blood coming down the nose of Esperanza. And that is that. Look at that. Grasso catching the nose of Esperanza. Grasso holds her hand up. She's got blood coming down the nose of Esperanza. She's got blood on her arm. Big round for Grasso, that was. I think Grasso might take it as a result. Although saying that, could be split decision. Could be split. Look at that. Armbar hooked in. She managed to turn it round. Managed to escape. Wow. Great fight. Really enjoyed it. Well done to both ladies. Could not have said it better myself. Right, we're going to get the official decision in a sec. Armbar, didn't quite get it. That's it. Incredible. Is this free or pay-per-view? This is free in the UK. As long as you've got BT Sport, then it's free. I reckon they will go 2-1 win Rashford and Daniel James as scorers. Haller to score for West Ham. I could see that happening. Or it might even be 1-1. Hyped for Rodriguez versus Stevens. Will definitely not disappoint. Could go either way, to be honest. I agree. I've gone with Rodriguez because it's in Mexico. And obviously altitude is going to play a part. They are over 7,000 feet above sea level. And I really think that will have a factor. Although saying that, I don't think it's had a great factor in the early fights. Who do you think will make the AEW figures? Honestly, I don't know. Jacks probably do have a shout, yes. Right, let's get the result. Smile on the face of Grasso. going back to the judges' scorecards for some reason. Unusual. Seems to be a bit of drama. Grasso, big smile on Grasso's face. Okay, here we go. We should be getting the decision very soon. Restage, you're an amazing announcer. Thank you very much for the support, Cody. Really appreciate that. I agree, you are good at announcing. You make it interesting. Days is the best at announcing. Wow, there's a lot of love in this stream. Wow. Esparza got the victory by majority decision. I'm not sure how. That last round was all Grasso. Wow, the crowd don't like that. Back-to-back wins for Esparza. Loud boos. Loud boos. That is not popular. It's not popular with me as well because I thought Grasso was going to win it. I don't see how she won that. If anything, it should have been a draw. Esperanza saying that she's got a lot of respect for Grasso. She said that she almost had her knocked out in that final round. Lots of boos. Stevens has looked pumped in interviews and has been wisely training at altitude for the past 6 weeks. Yeah. Bad call, says Isaac. I agree. Brian Ortega is in the crowd. Right, well, yeah, that is a bit of a shock. I did not expect them to go for Esperanza. Max Holloway takes on Volkanovski. UFC 245. There we go. That'll be good. That'll be an exciting fight. I do like Volkanovski. Without you guys and Days, I don't know what I would do. Days, you make my life happy. Awesome, dude. Thank you. So, there we go. Holloway versus Volkanovski. That will be UFC 245. Good match. Tasty. Tasty matchup. Rodriguez never lost in Mexico. Taking on Stevens. This is going to be our main event. Stevens does look good. 13 first round finishes. He's got an awful record though. Well, I say awful. He's won 28 fights. 28 fights, 16 losses. I think 16 losses puts him up there with like some of the most losses in history. He might have the most losses in UFC history, actually. Brian Ortega in the crowd. Yes. Cannot wait. That last women's match was good. I agree. This main event should be tasty as well. It's been a long evening. been good. For some reason, BT Sport has literally just got a UFC graphic on screen. It's not showing any adverts. I'm not seeing anything. So someone has botched something at BT. Logan Paul versus KSI. Stevens, 16 losses. Terrible. I agree. Right. Just showing us a few shots of Mexico City, and I must admit, it does look lovely. Little church. But it is main event time. Rodriguez versus Stevens in Mexico City. Rodriguez has never lost in Mexico. Stevens has been training over there for a few weeks and is looking very, very good. Very, very pumped for this fight. Come on, Rodriguez. WWE should bring back the Lion's Den match for Brock versus Riddle versus Lashley. Who do you think is going to win? I think Rodriguez is going to win. Literally, I'm putting that down to home advantage, and that is it. That is it. Days, this Tuesday is the last SmackDown. I can't wait to see what they have for Tuesday. Well, I think it's going to be more about what do they do for the first one on Fox. I think we're in for a big couple of weeks. Really big couple of weeks. It's going to be very, very interesting. Hello to Jovan H from San Diego, California. Hope you are well, my friend. Pulling for Stevens. Yeah, let me know in the chat, who are you rooting for? We are, after a little while, after 2 hours, 20 minutes, we are at the main event. Stevens versus Rodriguez. Days, how about your past YouTube strike? Was your appeal resolved? Yes. Yes, it was. I appealed it, and it got reinstated. In fact, if it hadn't have been reinstated, we still wouldn't be able to stream even now. So, kind of crazy. You have to be so careful. That's why I don't even put up, like, we used to display on the UFC streams, we used to display, like, the significant strikes and the takedowns and the information and little pictures and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's all stuff that you can see for free on the UFC website. I used to have that on screen when we streamed. I've taken that off now. It's not worth the gamble. Not that you're doing anything wrong, but still, you can't afford to give them anything. Right, we're back at the arena. We're getting ready to rumble. We're getting ready for this main event. Rodriguez versus Stevens. I'll be surprised if Kofi versus Brock is an actual match on SmackDown. Will you give us a house tour? No. There's really nothing of note to see. We've done a little room tour. Stevens for the win. Days Survivor Series 2019. Team Rowan versus Team Roman. Sonnen really needs to be in the WWE. Best trash. He would be great. He would be great. That's a really good suggestion. Okay, we are getting closer. We've got the ring walks underway. Raw should be good on Monday. WWE should be fascinating, certainly for the next few weeks, because you got Fox that's obviously getting SmackDown. You've got AEW starting. Right, Jeremy Stevens, second most knockdowns in UFC history, third most fights, 30, and sixth most fight time, 6 hours, 5 minutes. He's been fighting inside the octagon in UFC history. Finished 21 of his 28 wins, 19 by knockout. Stevens, definitely dangerous, but definitely vulnerable as well. Steps inside the octagon. We're just waiting for Rodriguez to make his way down. This is the main event. This is the final fight on the main card. Days, pick your dream tag team match. Well, for me, the best team was the Road Warriors. So I would have to think about a great team for the Road Warriors to go up against. I'd like a modern day team. Maybe Road Warriors Young Bucks could be a lot of fun. Or Road Warriors Usos. Road Warriors Steiner Brothers could be awesome. I don't know, it's really tough. I can't say there's that many great tag teams in this day and age. But for me, I think the Road Warriors were the best. Right, Rodriguez is making his way down to the octagon. Very cool, calm, collected, singing along to his entrance theme. If Stevens loses, he needs to go to Bellator or Bare Knuckles. Okay, Bulldogs were cool. Bulldogs were great. What did you think of CM's Punk's stint in the UFC? He tried it. He gave it his all. But he's done, isn't he? No one wants to see him fight again. And he's certainly not getting anywhere, so it's over. It's done. But it was what it was. He was, I mean, a lot of people can say it's embarrassing or whatever, but people were fascinated by it. People wanted to see it. He certainly got trained well. But, yeah, it was just too late in the day. I think Jake Hager's, or Jack Swagger as he was known, his has been a lot more successful. 2 fights, 2 wins. He's got his 3rd fight coming up very soon. Road Warriors versus Ascension. Usos. Revival versus Arn Anderson and Tully. Passing of the torch. That would be great. Revival versus Brainbusters. I think that's Rodriguez's father that is just embracing. It's kind of unusual. Don't tend to see this. Very emotional. Embracing his family. Road Warriors versus Ascension. Road Warriors fought the Steiners a lot of times. Yes, they did. Would I want to see it again? Are we talking about a dream match like now that I'd want to see now if I could make anything? Or are we saying like dream match that's never happened? If you're saying dream match that I'd like to see right now, if you could pick anything, Road Warriors Steiners. I think for me that might be the number 1, number 2 teams. If you're talking about dream match that we've never seen, I don't know. I'd feel like Young Bucks would have to be in it. Maybe Young Bucks against the Rockers. Man, that'd be ace. Young Bucks against the Rockers. Anyway, we're getting distracted. We're at the main event here. Yeah, man. I'm so into the idea of the Young Bucks against the Rockers now. Harlem Heat versus Street Profits. Okay, this is obviously in the featherweight division. Rodriguez, 26. Stevens, 33. Both guys have got reach of 71 inches. Rodriguez is ranked 7th. Stevens is ranked 8th. Let me know in the chat who you think is going to win. When are they going to win? Who wins? And when do they win? I'm going to say... I don't think it's going to go to decision. I'm going to say Rodriguez round 3. Rodriguez round 3. I don't know what it's going to be, though. TKO. Let's go TKO. Road Warriors versus Dudley Boys. That would be awesome. RVD and Sabu versus the Young Bucks. Stevens, 2nd round. Okay. Here we go. Main event time. Stevens is slight underdog here, minus 105. Fighting out of San Diego, California. Rodriguez stepping into this as slight favourite. I think that's probably got a lot to do with the fact they're fighting in Mexico and Rodriguez is Mexican. Days, I sent some breaking news. What is it, dude? What is that breaking news? Right, is you already have full roster. Never say never for someone who is a huge star. I guess you can make room for a big name. That's not really news, is it? So they're just saying that they've got... It's not really news. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying I don't know why this article even exists. The news is AEW say they've got a full roster, but they can make room for a big name. Not that they're signing a big name, but they could make room for a big name. Right, let's focus on this main event match. We are underway. Rodriguez in green, Stevens in black trunks. Kicks coming in from Rodriguez, early doors. And an eye poke as well, early doors, look at that. Rodriguez having to back away. He's got caught in the eye. Oh, is it Stevens? I thought it was Rodriguez. No, Stevens. Stevens got caught in the eye. He's in pain here, Stevens. He's in discomfort. Obviously, he gets plenty of time. We're just seeing a replay. Doesn't look like there was much in that at all. Doesn't look like that big of a deal. Stevens treating it like it's the end of the world. Would be surprised if this goes the distance. Same. Stevens by KO first round. Wow. Shout out to Dean Winchester. Hello, Cody. Hope you are well, my friend. Ref, looking at this eye again. This is really troubling Stevens. Really troubling him. He's still having to take time. The replay didn't look that bad. But he is taking deep breaths here. The ref's having a word. The doctor's going to have a look here. We might see this might get called off. This might get called off. He can't even open his eye. He won't even open his eye to let the doctor have a look. This isn't good. This isn't good. We saw this the other day and they... I can't remember what fight, but they said he was seeing double. And it got called. Yeah, look, Herb Dean says, look, right now, he can't even open his eye. He can't open his eye. Two minutes. He's giving him 2 minutes. Herb Dean's giving him 2 minutes. This is crazy. The replay, look, it looks like he does that. I mean, perhaps he did catch him. I mean, eye pokes are just not funny things, are they? Herb Dean says, I want to wait. We've got a minute and a half. I mean, Herb Dean does not want to call this fight off. Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it? The main event. That would really suck. We've only seen about 20 seconds of action. Who's won? Well, no one. I mean, we're waiting to find out here. If it gets called, then it'll just be like a no contest. I mean, Stevens has been training for weeks for this. Getting a towel. They're really doing everything here to try and get this fight going. Crowd a little bit restless, as you can imagine. That eye, he will not open that eye. It's been 5 minutes. You can't... Look, Herb Dean saying, you've had 5 minutes. It's off. It's off. It's been waved off. Wow. Wow. People are throwing stuff. Crowd are not happy. Stuff getting thrown into the octagon. People throwing stuff. Wow, there's real scenes here. People are throwing like cups and things into the octagon. Yeah, there's anger. Oh, real drama. Real drama. Looks like Rodriguez got him in the eye with his ring and index finger. They've quickly got Stevens out of there. The crowd aren't going to turn on Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks absolutely devastated. He's down on his knees. He's being spoken to. Rodriguez is burst into tears. Wow. Incredible. 30-odd seconds in. The fight is waved off. No, he's devastated, man. So frustrated. No contest. Didn't even get tagged in the eye. I know, it's crazy. Look, Bisping's in there. Rodriguez, so fired up. So emotional. We're going to hear from him now. So they're asking him, what do you make of the situation? It's fascinating. It's really fascinating. Days, the cartel have had a word with Stevens before the fight. I don't speak Mexican or Spanish. Eye poke of doom. Dana should fire him. It missed the eye. It certainly seems very, very questionable. But why would Stevens do that? Wow. Yes. Must have been training with DC. So he says, we've spent a lot of time and money getting ready for this fight. It's a horrible situation. We will obviously do the fight again. I mean, what else can he say, really? Thankfully, it seems to have settled down with the crowd. I mean, there was a few things thrown in. Miocic got poked and kept fighting. There's not a close enough angle to get a clear shot of what happened. That's true. Well, there we go. I mean, really, really interesting. It's hard to know what to make of it because you're right. The angles aren't brilliant. It didn't look like. I mean, like the look of it compared to how Stevens reacted, just it didn't seem. Something doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem right. But you're right. We haven't seen enough, so it is what it is. Right, guys, well, with that being said, I think we can call it quits. I mean, there's really not a great deal else to talk about. Sadly, we were robbed of a main event. The crowd very angry about that. Of course, they will run it again in the future. Doubt it'll be in Mexico, though. I'm not sure when they're next in Mexico. I don't think Stevens has done that on purpose, though. And I don't know. I just don't know. It's so weird. Like, when you see it, it just looks like he's kind of brushed his face. But the way he's reacted, it's like he's been shot in the eye. It's kind of crazy. But a lot of anger at the end. UFC did a great job of making sure that did not get out of control. So, yeah, we move on. Right, awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate it. I know it wasn't the most exciting card in the world, but actually some of the matches turned out to be pretty decent. Some of the fights were actually quite good. So, yeah, you know, it's always fun. We're here again next week for Fight Night next week, and then the week after that, of course, we've got UFC 243 with Israel Adesanya, so very much looking forward to that fight, taking on Whitaker. So, yeah, awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, leave a like on the stream. It makes a big, big difference. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.